Welcome to Crunch Channel. My name is Cliff, and today we're going to be talking about the Epiphone Les Paul Special and why I think this is one of the very best beginner or first guitars that you can buy. So to understand the Les Paul Special, we have to go all the way back to the original Les Paul that released in 1952. It was a guitar that came with a arch top, mahogany body with a maple cap. It had two P90 style single coil pickups in it. And by 1954, they released a junior, and by 1955, they released a special. These were supposed to be cheaper versions of the Les Paul. Now, the original Les Paul standard cost about $235. In today's money, that's actually about $2,700. And so people, regular people like me and you, needed a little less Les Paul than what the Les Paul standard could provide. And so the junior was actually under $100, and the special was about $170, which is a slightly less nauseating figure of about $2,000 in today's money. But even as the Les Paul standard transitioned to the use of Seth Lover's humbucking pickups in 1958, the Les Paul Special continued using the P90 style single coil pickups until its discontinuation. And while at the time, many people thought that the humbucking pickup would make the P90 pickup obsolete, nowadays time has been more kind to these soap bar style pickups, or in some cases, a dog ear style pickup. Soap bars meaning that they're shaped like a soap bar, and dog ears meaning that they're actually mounted to the top of the body using little triangles off the side like dog ears. Now, the P90 pickup is actually a single coil pickup, whereas the humbucking pickup is a dual coil pickup. The way that a humbucker works, if you don't already know, is that the two coils are wound in reverse, which cancels the hum that occurs when the 60 cycle hum that occurs when a guitar is plugged into an amplifier. The P90 pickup has no such hum cancellation, and as such, they are quite noisy. Now, the humbucker pickup also has a lot of additional output, and it's got a lot more mid-range and bassy content to it, which is the reason why they're typically associated with jazz and blues and, of course, hard rock and even metal. But the P90s are really cool pickups, and over time, these have become much more popular with a lot of guitars coming with them nowadays. The reason is these are hotter single coils. These have wider bobbins with a lot more wire on them, and instead of using little pole pieces that are magnetized, they instead use bar magnets that have been pushed up against these screws in order to provide a very strong magnetic pull and a lot of output. And the result is something that is a lot more throaty than something like a Stratocaster pickup or a Telecaster pickup, but also a little sweeter than something like a traditional Les Paul humbucker. The result is something that's charming and well-mannered, but also kind of dangerous. Let's think of it as the James Bond of the pickup world. Now, the reason why I want to talk about the Epiphone Les Paul Special is that this represents a really good value for a brand new guitarist or a total beginner. This particular guitar still runs about $500, which is about $200 less than the Epiphone Les Paul Standard. If you ask a lot of people, watch a lot of YouTube videos, or go on a lot of forums, you may see people suggest that the P90 does not make for a good beginner pickup. it makes for a better second or third or fourth guitar after you've gotten your Telecaster or Stratocaster or your Les Paul or whatever. But I beg to disagree. I think the P90 pickup, because of its kind of ability to be a chameleon and to be able to do just about anything very well, I think it makes a perfect first pickup. Even if you don't really know exactly what you're going to be playing, you can do everything from jazz to blues to, totally clean, jangly pop licks to the heaviest of metal with a P90 and totally get away with it. And actually, I have a Gibson SG with many humbuckers, or actually Firebird humbuckers in it, and I also have a Strat. And to be honest with you, this is the best sounding guitar of them all, despite being the cheapest. And it's really simple and easy to use, and that's the other reason why I think it makes a great first guitar. This particular one just has Epiphone branded Clusen style tuners on it. It has a mahogany set neck. It has two P90 pickups, a selector switch, and of course your 4 knobs, 2 volumes and 2 tones. The only thing that's a little bit confusing, perhaps to a brand new beginner, is the fact that there are 2 volumes and 2 tones, but it makes sense considering the fact this is a 2 pickup guitar. You have a tone for the bridge, you have a volume for the bridge, you have a tone for the neck, and a volume for the neck. And once you get used to using a 4 knob guitar, it's almost quite difficult to go back to a 2 knob guitar, even though it is a simpler circuit. Now, additionally, this has a compensated wraparound tailpiece. And what that means is that it is just a tailpiece where the strings wrap around and go to the tuning machines, and you just tune up and you go. Off you go. It should intonate almost perfectly the first time you use it. There are some small adjustments. You can use these little screws right here to adjust the bridge backwards or forwards in case you are a little bit out of intonation. And of course, being a compensated bridge that does not have any individual saddles to move backwards and forwards, it can come out of alignment a little bit. And as a result, it's not absolutely perfect all the time. But it's an extremely easy instrument to learn how to set up yourself. And if you're a beginner guitarist that doesn't want to spend a bunch of money getting your guitar set up all the time, or doesn't want to spend a bunch of time learning how to do it specifically for something with a Floyd Rose locking bridge or some sort of tremolo bridge like a Stratocaster with a lot of individual saddles and things, then this is really an easy way to get into learning how to adjust the action and intonation of your guitar yourself, in a very easy, with some easy hardware to make that happen. So I really love the fact that this just has a very simple setup that is very beginner friendly, especially if you want to learn how to start working on your own guitar. So in conclusion, while this may be a little bit more expensive than what somebody is really wanting to spend for their first guitar, if they're really not sure that guitar is what they want to take on, for the player who knows that they're actually going to be spending some time with this instrument and really learning how to play it, then $500 is really a steal of a deal for a guitar of this quality. It's basically identical in almost every single way functionally as the Gibson, with the Gibson being made in the United States, and of course this one being made in Asia. But otherwise, this is a very high quality, very well built guitar. And I think it's going to make any person who wants to begin guitar very happy, especially if they don't really know what they want to play. In which case, these P90 pickups make it easy to do just about anything, so that way you can decide later what you're into. And you're not going to outgrow these things. Like I said, this is my best sounding guitar. I don't think it's my best playing guitar. I think that goes to my Gibson SG. But in terms of actual sound quality and tonal quality, this sounds good through everything that I put it through, no matter what. And as a result, I got to recommend it. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. I don't take any sort of sponsorship, so I'm able to deliver all of this content to you absolutely free, and all of my opinions are mine and mine alone. So if you do want to support me, check out my Bandcamp links in the description below. I am a Christian punk artist as well as a Christian praise and worship songwriter, and even if you don't want to support me, all that music is free, so please go check it out. My most recent release, the Bessemer Process EP, is on all major streaming platforms as well as Bandcamp. Would really appreciate it if you took a look at it. That's what I really do this for. So I enjoy sharing music. I hope you'll go take a look at it and take a listen to it, and tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Until next video, Cliff out. Peace.